We're not here
Dude,
to promote hack clients or YouTube channels or fucking
it's a
Twitch.
private client.
Actually,
Don't
you know
care.
what? What I'm really disappointed about is like the lack of diversity for Android, because if I'm on the go, I don't really want to use Toolbox all the time.
Yeah, and I'm on iOS.
And I'm on your mother.
Thought we said we're being civil.
Talks about
Yeah, we are being
civil, just
civil,
says I'm on your mom.
That is civil. That is my civil.
Civil, I'm on thine mother.
Listen,
yes.
if you know me,
Good
that's already
chat.
civil
Good,
to
good
me.
lad. Good lad. I'm on your mother.
Yeah, by the way, we're 3 minutes late.
We are.
I
This is
think
the
we should
debate.
just
The
leave them
debate
for-
started, guys. This is the debate.
All right,
No,
listen.
Wait,
I think
yeah.
No. Let's start.
Listen, I think we should all
Zender.
vote for the biggest no-namer here.
No, we gotta wait for them.
Damn it.
No, yeah,
Isn't it like 2 a.m. for you? Don't want you to like stay up too long to food.
It's 1 a.m., but still.
Shit.
Tofu's sitting here just manning through it. He's like, I don't care. This is more important than sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
I feel bad. Tofu's in college too.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Hold on. I actually want to ask Tofu, isn't your college basically like our high school?
I actually found Tofu's college.
Yeah, he did. I gave him credit for that.
I found it with the picture.
It's a nice college. No,
Didn't call me like a femboy or something. I remember him
Gold-
talking about that in Karok.
Golden. The
What's
thing
up,
is,
man?
it's around the same age, but your high school is completely different to our college in like the studies.
But I mean, like, it's the same age, and they're both a requirement, correct?
You don't have to go to college now.
Oh, I thought you had to go to
was a
college.
requirement.
You can either get a work permit and work straight away.
Ah, makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not necessary.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Oh,
all right, you guys
no.
ready for this?
I am
I've
ready.
been ready since the day I was
Okay,
born.
okay, for the record, is anyone gonna record this?
I think Semaine
Genji.
said he would.
Genji has it.
Okay, sweet.
Oh.
Genji-
Well, that's so bad, Discord. All right,
Everyone,
are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody-
Brendo, you open up.
That'll be the opening. All right, everybody,
Wait,
thank you
actually,
for what?
I think we're missing someone.
Who?
shut up, Tommy.
Who's Rainbow Chaser? That guy?
Wait, what about
Oh yeah,
Kold?
Rainbow Chaser is running.
T-
Rainbow
Don't
Chaser
forget
is
about
running.
Gold. Don't
well-
forget Kold. Yeah, Kold
Rainbow
needs to.
Chaser and Dio are running. Why the hell are they
And
not
Cold
in?
Hearted is also my VP, so give him a
Yeah, you
roll.
should. So sort of Kold here.
Okay.
Also,
My VP is Canadian, so
since
Your
Genji's
VP's
recording,
dead.
Genji, add me back on Discord, damn it, I'm
right,
fanboying
no,
over
he
you.
said- he said he's
Colt,
got a
you're gonna
cube.
have to leave and then rejoin. All right, everyone. Wait for that. Cold is going to have to leave and rejoin there. All right. So, without further ado, welcome and thank you for joining us for our CPE 2022 presidential election. So, we have not had this since summer 2020. So, for a lot of you guys, this may be a brand new thing. Yeah. So, I guess we'll take some opening statements. Who would like to go first?
my name starts with A, so I automatically start.
Okay.
First, I want to say I'm not a femboy, and I'm not a pedophile, and I don't do drugs.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Anything else?
Let's see.
This-
I've been
this
playing
is an
since
opening.
2019,
Okay.
and I've been active almost the entire time.
Cool.
And that's about it.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Adenoid. Let's see. We're gonna server mute as we go along, and then unmute when it's time for you to speak. Okay. So next party we'll give to. Let's go with Commie's party.
Alright, so I shall state my point first, and then I'll let Commie describe himself. I have been.
You guys
playing
have a
since-
minute each, so go.
Well, I've been playing since 2019 summer, and I've been relatively off and on, but I am still keeping up with CPE. I have run many groups before, some successful, some not, but I have a lot of knowledge of what's gone on the server in the past. Apparently, a lot of sport projects and that kind of thing, and my issue is none of them really work. I mean, an issue I really want to raise is how many more spawn projects are we going to have to go through to actually get a substantial outcome? Because as I was touched on further, that with nuclear and that kind of thing, and obsidian and fly hikes, it is a very redundant. How can we improve the player base, as a collective? And then I do have some solutions to that, and we'll discuss that later. But
All right.
yes, so
Cool. All right. Thank you. Commie, do you have any thoughts now?
Yeah, my name is Commie. Some of you may have heard of me. Anyways, I've been here for a long, long time. I have left for a while, but I'm back, and I'm actually going to do stuff if I get elected. I'm not promising a bunch of nonsense. You can hold me to this. Genji even says he'll kick people. They don't actually do anything. So if you want someone who's going to do something, I will do something. I have a plan to do it. I partnered with both Delirium, which is Tofu's currency, and I partnered with Kai Coin because Kai's in my party too, and we're gonna actually do something very cool. We're gonna have server events with prizes in Kai Coin and also bounties and things like that. So if you're interested in actually having an active server, like building some random capital building like they want to do, vote for us. Facts and logic. That's all.
Okay. Let it be noted that Genji says Kami speaking fake news about the kick. Let that be noted. All right. What's next? We hear from either Sack or
Zender.
Zendi.
I'm speaking for Sack today because he's fucking sick as hell. So
Poor sack.
I'll just say, I've been in the community for almost 6 years now, and I've grown up in this community, and I'm an actual active player along with Sack, and we have genuine plans for the server that we have already stated, and we plan to build a capital city, which is not just a random building. It'll be a big city, an actual project for the community to work on. We plan server events, parties. We want to bring the English community back together and take anarchy back to spawn. Thank you.
Thank you, Zendi.
Very uniform. I like that.
Yeah, yes. So we're gonna let either Xlot or Cold Hearted speak for their team.
Hey, I'm Xlot, and I wanted to speak. Sorry, this is my first time kind of doing an event like this, and you know how it kind of goes. But as the Nazi Party goes and comes as usual, we plan on trying to get rid of the Mexican incursion currently going on. As most of you guys know, there's a player called Juan and a few others. Their group's known as the Boasters. We plan on trying to get rid of them as much as we can because they're a nuisance to the server. They sit there, they can't spawn, and they're just an overall pain. They stop spawn projects from happening. And we also plan on trying to create different kinds of spawn projects, such as building a wall around Nether spawn to prevent players from being able to just as easily escape. We also have various other things that will be brought up later on, but till then, we just try to get the spawn back to being anarchy instead of just vanilla almost.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm Kold. I've been.
I don't think we've spoken before. Good evening.
Yes. Good evening. Good evening. I haven't been on the community very long. I joined, I don't know, sometime during this summer. But as Xlot already stated, we want to bring anarchy back to spawn, and what the heck? Oh, and start new spawn projects. We have the materials. We have everything we need to do to start new projects. We want to, of course, bring the English aspect of anarchy back, and because everyone, it's fairly annoying seeing how you can't understand pretty much half of what's going on in chat because it's in different languages and whatnot. So of course we want to get rid of that aspect because it's vexatious, some would say. And that's encompassing pretty much what I want to speak about. And Xlot already spoke about everything else.
Cool. I do find it interesting that as active as Sack and Zender claim that their party is, they have not spoken about this Mexican incursion. So I will let Zender speak on why they have not mentioned this since they are so active. Zender, were you aware of a Mexican incursion, or do you believe that this is something they are fabricating?
This is something that I don't think they're fabricating. But the reason that I have not heard about this is because I've been focusing on our goals and the things that we want to do, along with finding a place to build the capital over the past week.
Okay.
We've been focusing on campaigning and just a whole other load of shit that we cannot be focusing on that Mexican incursion right now or whatever the fuck that is. Thank you.
All right, cool. Dest, I want to let you ask the first question. I'm gonna go get my phone and then so I can do timers and notes and stuff.
Oh, hey, two things real quick. One, if I mute or I suddenly leave, it's because I have nothing to do. I'll finish as quick as possible. And two, do you want me to start with to get the answers for the pre-sent questions, or do you?
We can do it in in pretty much any order. Go with let's see. This is going to be a go ahead with the very first question you sent about their resume.
Candidates, if you're not stupid, you have received 3 questions a few days ago that you were supposed to study and prepare answers on. And the first one of those is, what is your anarchy resume? And this may include accomplishments on CPE and other servers, though note that CPE is our focus.
All right. I guess our procedure will be in order alphabetically, like we just did it. So, Adenoid, you will be the first to speak. Go ahead, Adenoid.
Okay, what's up? So some achievements. I was not warned about this, but can some of them please DM me it? But I can say some of my stuff straight off my head.
Okay,
Shut
so
the fuck
this
up,
was one of
Max.
those. These were one of the 3 questions that we put up in the election news channel about 2 days ago, and so
2 days ago.
these were released with. I'm gonna stop the timer on this because it's not fair to you.
Okay,
These were released with the
sorry, I have
notion.
dyslexia, so I feel like this
Okay.
is pressed against me, against my disabilities,
Okay.
mentally and physically.
Shut
You did
up.
not declare a disability ahead of time.
So I've got a
these were
lot to
given
get here.
in good faith that you would take these home and study.
My plans to improve CPE's stuff and all that is to build highways.
Hey, this is a question about your resume, your qualifications.
Yes,
You
that's
have
what I'm doing.
What have you done on CPE? That is this question.
Oh, for CPE, I mean, back in the day, I got griefed a couple times, and I griefed more people. That was all the way back in 2019, So I've recovered, and I've become a better man.
Okay.
And I've helped many people. Sorry, person at the door.
Okay.
And I've also, I helped in wholesale, Saks Group. I was, second in command or third. And I helped him with a lot of his bases and griefs, and some of his. And then I also helped King Creeper inside Cosmos, which I bet, half of y'all don't even know what that is. And then I also attacked TSC at spawn for a while, got 3v1 at a time. And Russian incursion, 128, 128. I found that glitch and then gave it to everyone.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are out of time. Thank you for your answers.
Oh, yeah, reminder everyone, you have 1 minute. Sorry, we should probably stress that more.
No, I did that, and then I restarted, so he probably got closer to 2 minutes than just 1 minute. All right,
Okay.
Commie, go ahead.
Do I even need to say anything? I didn't know. Okay, I've been here since the beginning, pretty much. I didn't know it used to even be in a cult of mine. He made a cult of me, so that's kind of funny. And yeah, you're calling me inactive. Zach, you weren't even here when I was active, so I don't even know what you're complaining about. When I was active, I did so much, and I'll be active again. But when I was active, I was the one who griefed spawn. I was in Eterna. I'm pretty sure I was the one who started the first incursion here, so I did a lot. And if you want someone who has lots of experience, I have a ton of experience. I've been on like every single Anarchy, like Bedrock Anarchy server for at least some time, and that's why a bunch of people know me. And that's pretty much all I have to say. Like, Tofu, you can say your side if you want, but
All right,
that's
so
all I have to say.
we'll give Tofu 30 seconds. Tofu.
I thought I was going to get a minute.
Well, so that would not be fair because it's like a minute per party. But
Okay, well, let me go really fast. I have been here since the very start. I did myself, and my first relation was Old Umbra. Then I went on to New Umbra and met with, a lot of relevant players. I obviously built a New Umbra, and then I had a brief period of activity due to real life issues. But, to keep the sweet, short, and concise, I've been on multiple Anarchy servers on Bedrock Edition. I've been part of Termina, I've been part of Fear, I've devised my own groups, I was part of the Spanish Incursion, I've done quite a fair bit. I am the owner of Delirium, of course, and I've expanded to CP+. So I have quite a lot of experience going on into this. I know a lot of people, I've experienced a lot, such as, Doug's
wrap it
interest
up.
sorry.
Okay, anything else? Like 20 seconds or less.
Well, all I was going to say is I've been here, I've seen a lot, I've experienced a lot, I've done a lot.
All right, cool.
A lot of
Thank you.
experience around.
We're gonna go ahead, pass it over to. Let's go ahead, give it to. Let's give it X lot.
Yeah, I was about to say excellent. Yep.
All right.
Nazi experience, go.
It started off in 2021 as getting garbage truck love off the server, which included me griefing about 5 of his stashes. From there, I just kind of went along, played with other players, hung out, kind of based onto doing the average Anarchy experience. From there, I kind of went on, made an obby roof at 5K0, which Sack and a few other players were a part of, including some Spanish players nowadays that we were trying to get rid of, but that had to be stopped due to complications of it getting griefed and the people being murdered off and on, and also the fact that Nuker was available and they kept escaping the slaves that we had going on. From there, we started working on a 200 wall all the way around spawn. If you look at it now, the outline's still there, but the wall's sadly gone due to Nuker being patched or not patched, and just all over complications, PvP constantly going on, players disable phase and fly, so it's useless. But apart from that, I was at Solus, it got griefed, I watched it get griefed, and I tried to stop it to my best ability. I would like to give Kold at least 15 seconds if that's possible now.
Okay. Go ahead. If you. All right. Let's see. The next person we have. Let's have. Wait. Does Sleuth Adenoid? Hold on a second. Gotta find out if Sleuth talks. Adenoid. Does Sleuth talk in
ping me
VC?
to. Yes, Sleuth mostly talks in VC.
Yes, he does. He does.
Okay.
He's mainly VC.
Cool. Then I'll let him disconnect, reconnect, and then so let's see. Where is he at? Man, I'm so bad at this alphabet thing sometimes.
He's at the top.
Sleuth, go ahead and give us a minute of your Anarchy qualifications and your opening statement.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Sleuth. My name's Isaiah.
Hello.
I've been playing Anarchy for quite some time, and I've made quite the name for myself. And I am backing Adenoid. What's his IGN? Adenoid degree 94 or something. Forgot your fucking IGN. Just make it Adenoid. Okay. Anyway.
So, what are your accomplishments, or what have you done on CPE?
On CPE, I just based with a couple people for a month. That's it. But if we're talking about overall Anarchy, I can talk about that.
What about Bedrock Anarchy?
Bedrock Anarchy. Well, I'm okay. So, in terms of Bedrock Anarchy, I played in 2016 just for a little bit because I couldn't get Java.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't really use chat apps and stuff, but I kind of just played that, and at one point in time, I was oh, I could make my own Anarchy server. And do you guys know Plug PE? I don't know if you remember that.
No, you have 10 seconds.
Oh, basically, I made my own Anarchy server for like a bit, and I don't know, on Bedrock, and that was cool. Also, like I'm like a very established Java player,
All
especially
right, that's a mute. Don't need any of that here in our CPE Bedrock debate. Yes, that's funny.
No offense to him.
All right, so did we ask? Let's hear from Cold Hearted. Give him about a minute to
Kold is
talk
with
about his
X-Lot.
CP. He is, but I think we gave Tofu time to talk on it, right?
Yeah, we did. That's true. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead, Cold Hearted.
Yeah. I joined in summer. Like I said, I didn't. I joined late to everything else. But what I've done so far is I've helped out in spawn projects. I built a base, nothing extravagant, but definitely fun around friends. I helped Xlot with the 200-200 wall that we were working on. It was looking pretty good till, of course, the Mexican players broke with Nuker, Fly, using Nuker, and all that other stuff. And other accomplishments. I once found Scarpoke's build mat stash. I've once done that. I haven't done much griefing. I haven't found much stashes. I helped Dark out with. We once found Lily's stash. Done that too, but my CP resume isn't really too extensive at this moment in time.
All right, cool. Looking to establish himself and add to his resume. Thank you, Cold Hearted. All right, I guess Sack's actually going to talk for himself on this question. Sack,
Oh, sweet.
in 1 minute and let's say 15 seconds. In
Yo,
1
what's
minute.
up, bitches? Oh,
What
my
the-
bad.
All right, you have a minute starting now to talk about your CP accomplishments. Go.
Yo, what's up, bitches? Strep COVID, you guys still can't hold me back, boy. You know how it is. 2019 showed up here, created wholesale, fucking destroyer of TSC, 130 plus CPE videos. Even on my bad days like now, I'm still out drinking these pussies. I represent this block life all the way to my death, bro. Sack and Zender on top, woohoo. Zender, it's your turn.
You still have like 30 seconds.
Oh shit.
What have you done?
130 plus video. We forced TSC to disband, which supported the Russians. Went after tyrannic groups such as TSC, which were going after people. Went after iProp, which wanted to start war with us. Helped build the community as well as projects.
10 seconds.
I'm good.
All right, cool. Thank you for your time, Zach the Baggins.
Yeah, thank you. And getting better. Man, you sound like crap.
Yeah, he does sound rough. Zach, if you're looking to answer any of the other questions, type it in chat. I've got you server muted for the time being. Zendy, give us a minute of what you have done on CP. Go.
All right, so I joined CPE the day that it was created, and ever since then, I have managed to bring the community together to get me banned and use my great debate skills and coercion skills to bring the community together, get me unbanned. I have built multiple bases that nobody knows about, but I have also built highways that people do know about or used to know about, but they're gone now. I'm becoming active again. I have many plans along with Sack to grade in the server and just make it so much better. Thank you.
All right. You also have like, let's say 15 more seconds.
I'm just gonna say, vote for Sack and Zender because I have nothing else to say. Thank you.
All right. Nice and concise. Well under the time limits. Let's see.
Probably shut it down to a minute.
Yeah, I gave him a minute each. So
damn. Okay.
Yeah, so they kind of went over, and I wasn't super enforcing. But Des asked the next question. I would use one of the ones they didn't study.
Okay. So regular question. Okay.
Yes.
So, question for everyone: how could we improve the quality of players?
I want to let you manage this questions running.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Let's have Adenoid go first.
1 minute, go.
Pause. Can you repeat the question? You just said some random shit.
Okay.
We're looking to improve the quality of players. How can we do that?
So first of all, we should have a blacklist so any non-English speakers cannot play. Also, as well, we should add some better anti-cheat. I know that Petri and Genji have been working very hard on that, but I feel like we should focus more on CPE instead of CPE Plus, because CPE Plus gets like an average of 2 player count, sometimes 10, but that's very rare.
Average of 5.
And I would also like to focus more on spawn projects, like how I'm working on clearing out a big trench for the ocean. And the less focused quadrants, like the negatives. And that would be it.
Let it be noted that Genji says that he always focused more on the CPE Nuket server or Nuket server. CPE Plus is a backup server.
It was always the backup. Yeah.
Let it be noted that that was the case. Thank you, Adenoid. Okay. Next person.
I muted him.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So he spoke for his part. Let's just move on to the next party.
Yep.
So we'll have
Tofu.
We'll have X.
Yeah, unmute Tofu.
Is
Wait,
Tofu talking for you on this question? Oh, what? Oh yeah. So we'll let Commie go ahead and answer for your party. How can we improve the quality of our players?
I meant to go to Tofu for this.
Tofu's answering this one.
Yeah,
All
Tofu's
right.
answering first, and I'll.
I mean, if we do that, you guys each don't get a minute. Your whole party gets a minute. So.
Okay, I muted. Okay, I'm unmute. Tell Tofu and.
Okay.
Tofu.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
What the main issue is, people lack unity on the server. There isn't a massive group on CPE. There is nothing that people can look up to now. And the issue with new players is they come on and they see the absolute autism in chat. And it's livid. So what we need is unity and assimilation. People need to come together. We need to show them what our server is made of, what we need to do, and how we should actually behave. We need unified. We need people to come together and, fulfill these spawn projects, fulfill these things, because we're not setting a good example anymore of what we should be doing. And we should, expand, in the sense that we aren't doing enough. None of us are. And I appreciate the small private projects that everyone has, but they're not good enough. The example that is being set currently is poor. And, everybody's doing a great effort, but it needs to be better, much better. If I just quickly refer down to my point, is on here is...
Hurry it up, man.
Well, people lack cohesion, and we're here to change that. The absence of a powerful group for individuals to strive to join has stagnated the ability of the newer generation. I mean, how many spawn projects have actually worked? We see many, and none have actually succeeded in their goal.
10 seconds, you're already over as it is.
Right, I appreciate that. Sorry.
All right.
All right, you're good.
Take it. Let's
Next
see.
would be
pretty much speaking for their party. Yeah, X-Lot.
Let me unmute him 1 second.
Got it.
Okay, cool. X-Lot, you are unmuted.
All right. So, my plans for trying to get the community together is spawn projects. I know players from other different communities that would come over here. Some really great builders. Not toxic community, not like 5-year-olds that want to yell in mics and just ear rape. They're a really wholesome, welcoming community for anarchy. Some of them come from MCPE, some of them come from 2BPE. Others occasionally do come from Java that I've met through that, but they also play Bedrock Anarchy. So I plan on trying to get them over, getting the community to be less toxic, over more welcoming, more open to spawn projects such as walls, possibly see what we could do to get plugins like Nuker disabled, Instamine disabled, see if we could try and see if we can make fly more strict than what it is currently, because you could fly around without elytras nowadays, and that's not too fun of a thing, especially when escaping spawn. It takes the fun out of it. It's easy. It's not considered anarchy at that point. It's just like a anarchy realm at times. We also plan on trying to stretch over to CPE Plus a little bit, possibly doing some projects over there. We got material on both CPE and CPE Plus to do projects on both. Got to take care of both of them, If Kold has anything to say, I'd like to let him speak now.
Okay. Kold, you have. Man, I hate that there's not really like an even amount of time. Kold, you have the 30 seconds.
So simply, what's wrong with the server is that it's too easy to escape from spawn. So it takes really the whole point of anarchy out. And obviously adding implements to get rid of nuker and flying with no electron, like Xlot said, pretty much ruins the fun of any project we have. And spawn projects are what keeps the server alive, what keeps people attracted to the server, basically. And honestly, just being more welcoming in a sense to new people joining the server, like nothing
5.
overly weird in the chat.
Okay, cool. Let's give the mic over to Zindy. If Zach's going to speak, just let us know. But Zindy, how can we improve the quality of players?
Well, first, we want to bond the English community together through events, parties, and an understanding of working hard. We plan to kill suppliers, and we just really, in general, want to make people work for the wealth while building the community. And another thing is, people seem to think that the idea of a capital is stupid, but if you think about it, it's actually a good idea because whenever you have a big base that lots of people are working on together, that gives people like a team mentality, and that will help us like build the community stronger. And people think it's just going to be a bunch of statues of ourselves, but it's going to be a large base where many people work together, bring the community together. We all work for it, and that is about all I have to say.
All right. Cool. Thank you for explaining how you will improve the quality of the players. Let's see. I'm going to ask the... Did I miss any party? I don't think we missed any party here. Let's go with a couple of parties have mentioned this, so we're going to let each party take a minute as to what are their plans or their course of actions to take in regard to CPE Plus. Let Adenoid go. Your thoughts on CPE Plus. 1 minute.
I feel like the people on CPE Plus are just not very friendly, and they think they're much better just because they play Java. Which some Java players are chill, like the person I brought in to be my vice president. Or Speaker of the House, whatever you want to call him. But CPE Plus is, I'll give it some credit, it is decent. But I feel like we need to take the focus off CPE Plus a little bit, so more players are forced to join here.
Okay. Cool. Let's open it up to Facts and Logic Party. Commie, would you like to speak on it? Or do you want to defer to Tofu?
Defer to Tofu.
Okay. And this is why having your VP really helps here. All right, Tofu, speak about CPE Plus. What are your party's plans to do with CPE Plus? 1 minute, go.
Obviously, I'm quite fond of CPE Plus, and I am definitely not against, including, CPE Plus in some projects. But the thing is, to me, it is a separate server. CPE is great on its own as a standalone server, and I personally think that they should be separated. Going onto CPE Plus and doing events there is fun. We have, and I can understand it's quite intimidating and hostile because of elitism, and I apologize for that. But the thing is, CPE is the main goal, and if we start diverting our attention to other servers, with the same mindset, then I feel like that just, it kind of dilutes down the whole actual point of what we're supposed to be doing on CPE. Our time should be invested there, and because it is the main server, as it has been stated, as CPE Plus is a backup. And, I am not against, doing stuff on CPE Plus, but really I think our main focus should be CPE.
All right, cool. That was about a minute. We'll give it to Zindy. Zindy, your thoughts on CPE Plus, and then we'll go to Xlot. I think we skipped over them by mistake.
All right, so our plans for CP Plus are mainly just to hold parties and bring life to the Geezer server, which is mostly inactive player accounts. And just in general, our main goal is CPE, but that being said, taking a few days out to have CPE Plus party, like a CPS, I can't fucking talk. A CPE Plus party would be fun, like while giving the other community some love. And I know that was really short, but that's the fucking, you don't want to draw it out just to fucking make people fucking jerk you off. Okay, I'm done.
All right,
Short-
thank you for a
short and sweet.
very graphic description about CPE Plus. Xlot, your turn.
I think a great plan is to spend about 2 to 3 days out of the week on CP Plus. The rest of it goes to CPE. I've done a majority of the spawn work in CPE Plus, expanding it out to I believe 600. There is barely anything left. It's a lot of lava casts. It looks like chaos, but CPE is the main topic here. But CPE Plus at the same time does need love because if something ever happens to CPE where it goes down, CPE Plus the backup server. You got to take care of the backup server just as if it's the main server at the same time. There might be a little bit more chaos over there. It might be a lot stricter. But you got to remember, that's a Java server. It's Java and Bedrock cross-platform, so it's going to be more strict. But you also got to remember, there's more like opportunities building. It's just so much better of a community also than the CP community, which is 9-year-old squeaking. But if you could try and devote at least 2 to 3 days to there and commit the rest to CPE, it would be a good even distribution between the both of them.
Cool. Adenoid would like to step back onto the floor. Adenoid,
15
you
seconds.
have precisely 30 seconds.
Okay, just
Go.
a quick little word. We need to focus more on what's good, Sky Anarchy more than CP Plus.
All
That's my
right.
point.
What the hell?
All right, thank you. Was that all the parties? I believe that was all the parties.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Hey, the home of Vink and Nathan Boy, can you all stop spamming in general? Like I don't want to mute you guys in general, but like I think it's annoying some people. Anyway, go on, Brendo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of ignoring that. Good.
Yes,
Ask the
okay.
next question.
Okay.
On your desk.
Yep. 1 second. Okay. Why should players vote for you for? No, wait.
I'll ask the question. I know which one you're looking at. All right.
Okay.
Why should players vote for your party if you are an inactive player? So basically, if you have not given time presently in the last 6 months or so to CP, why should we vote for you? Let's go with Adenoid. Also, do keep in mind if you are an active player, then let that be part of your voucher. Adenoid, your turn.
I'm an active member of CPE and other Bedrock Anarchy servers, as well as Aurora PvP, which is a PvP server. Not going to advertise it. So basically, what we need to do, why you should vote for me, because I'm an active player and I've actually worked on projects nonstop, or basically whenever I log on. And other parties where they don't have an active player, like say for instance Tofu, he plays CPE Plus. He never plays CPE anymore, only CPE Plus. Commie never logs on CPE anymore. And Sackett, he plays, but like most of the other parties, they don't even play.
Okay.
Is that answering the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Anyway, it's plus ratio. I live in Texas, so I'm good.
Okay.
Right.
He's muted.
Yep. Commie, your turn.
Yep. About Tofu. Tofu said that they're going to be active on CP during the after they become vice president. So it's fine. They've been active on CP. Plus, they know both communities, which is very good. So they'd be a very good candidate for me. Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't been active, but after this election, after I get elected, I will be active. I have backers like Kai. Kai's been active. He's in my party too. He's hosting an election soon. So if you guys heard of that, he's going to be doing the election, and we're going to be doing something based off the election too after it's done as president. So yeah, that's right. I'm an auction, not election. Yeah, during the auction, we're going to be doing something. Yeah. So yeah, Kai and me have something planned for the auction. So if you want to vote for me and see something really cool, then vote for me.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Let's pass it down to Zindy. Zindy, well, if you are or are not active, why should we vote for you? So I guess if you're not active.
Bro, I am active. I've been active recently. So basically, I'm going to speak in the active thing because I've been pretty active this last month and I'm mainly speaking for SAC. So The reason you should vote for us is all the other players who are running for this election, they have extremely vague claims, like as to the reason you should vote them in. Like, one of their things is cut the strings. What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? That is like their only main point, and the other parties just put in no effort at all. They're mainly inactive, barely know who they even are, no achievements. So why should you vote for them? We are two active players running for this election. We both have great plans for this server that we will fulfill. We have complete and utter promises that we are going to fulfill. No going back on them. We will put our utmost effort into it. And that is all I have to say, but you should just vote for us because there's no winning.
Cool. Let's see. Let's give it back to X-Slot.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I am going to be quite honest here. I and Kold are some of the most active in this party candidacy out of all these. Zach is only active whenever there's a dupe or any kind of exploit going around. Zender probably don't even remember the fact that a couple of months ago, CPE actually went down. And right after that, the server was dead for about 4 days. There was about 3 members online. You could even sleep in a bed at times and skip night, if that was even allowed, but I wasn't allowed, sadly. I was active through all that time. The only reason I've been inactive within the last couple of weeks to the last month is because I've been focusing more on IRL than the game itself, which is an important aspect. That's something everyone needs to keep in mind. But I'm more active than most of the people here. I try to keep the community together. It's tough, especially with the Japanese incursion last year, mid-2021. That was a horrible time period.
Amen.
And then the Spanish players recently have been taking us down. We haven't been able to do much without them just destroying it in a matter of a couple hours. So it just kind of made me lose all hope in the server for a little while. So right now I'm focusing on real life a lot, and I've been focusing on a different server, building a lot there. But most of these other people are only active whenever there's an event like this going on, the auction, a dupe, or any kind of exploit. Adenoid hasn't been seen in several months. Zach's only active recently because he found a dupe. Zender only posts videos in YouTube area because, I mean, he's got a YouTube channel and everything like that. Most of them are barely active.
5 seconds.
So that's about it.
All right, cool. Thank you. I do apologize if it seems like I'm not paying the best attention to timing, as that's actually what's going on. I'm not paying the best attention and not being the most diligent. So
You are fine.
Be perfectly transparent, although I do feel like it's been relatively even across. Let's see.
Let's see. Was that all the parties?
Yeah, I believe that's all the parties. Let's see.
Okay, sweet.
All right. So this next question comes directly from Jinjeet himself. He would like you, the candidates for CPE president, to answer the following thought-provoking question. Who asked? Commie, your turn. Who asked?
I asked. I'm the one who asked. I don't know how to answer who asked, Genji, but you're voting for me, which is, I like that, Genji. I like that you're voting for me. I want to get that out there. Genji said he likes facts and logic multiple times. I'll just give you the screenshot. Look in general right now. Sending the screenshot. He really likes facts and logic, Genji. Yeah. Even Zach likes facts and logic. To be honest, like
still going on.
Zach likes facts and logic too. He likes my party. It's amazing. Like I have so much support. I love you guys.
All right. Thank you. All right. Next person. Let's give it. I'm gonna give it. No, hold on. Sorry. Let's give it to Zendi. Zendi, who asked?
Sack actually said he wanted to talk on this one, but Yo Mama asked.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me ask Sack. Sack, who asked?
Can you hear me? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
who
I
asked?
just want to say real quick, and here's what everyone's missing out on. It does not matter who the fuck asks. It matters who takes the initiative, who wants to lead this community, who will lead us to a brighter and better future. I don't give a fuck if any of you asked or not. It depends who does, and we will do.
All right. I do like the sound of that.
Everyone's going crazy in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We'll pass it to X-Lot.
Yeah. This should be interesting.
X-Lot, who asked?
it should not matter who asked. It's the matter of the fact of what you're saying. What you're saying is based on relevancy. If you are sitting there talking about something like this and you have someone come in who just starts talking about them playing Call of Duty and hitting a trick shot, no one asked on that aspect. But try and keep it related to the topic. And that's who asked.
Smooth.
Go to Kold if you want to go to Kold.
Yeah, we'll let Kold answer this.
Sure. I'll unmute him.
Uh,
Oh, no, he
yeah.
already did. Okay.
Cool.
Who cares, honestly? And Jinji, please give me free rules in the CP Discord.
Oh, you little beggar.
Boo! Party foul.
No, we won't count that.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, by the way, thank you for everyone that gave me their paragraphs today. They are very well made. Like better than I thought they would be.
There
Okay.
you go.
Oh wait, Rainbow Chaser is here now. Have them speak.
Oh. Rainbow Chaser, you'll have to give me just a second. Rainbow Chaser. Rainbow, you're gonna want to disconnect and oh wait. Can you talk?
No, they.
Oh.
1 second.
All right, Rainbow Chaser. So you are behind a few questions, but that's okay. Our most recently asked question was from Jinji himself. Who asked? All right, your response. Rainbow Chaser, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Who asked?
Go.
Well, it doesn't matter who asks, because at the end of the day, the president will be held accountable for everything if anything goes wrong in the country. You know, the actions of the past administration would be slobbed on the face of the current president. So it doesn't matter who asks. What matters is who does about the situation, who fixes our problems, not who creates them. Therefore, it's irrelevant who asks. What matters is who solved our problems, who built the infrastructures, who built the highways, who built the spawn incursions. That is what the real question is.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
Cool.
Yeah, that was nice.
Second. Let's see.
Yeah.
The next question is, okay, so we're gonna explain.
I have one picked out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so since there's in the past few questions, there's been a lot of focus on the Spanish incursion. The question is, what would you do as president about the Mexican incursion going on in CPE? Mexican meaning Spanish incursion. So you could be more specific on your actions toward it.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you manage the roles on this one.
Okay, Commie, you can go.
Okay, so I was part of the last Spanish incursion, so I have a lot of experience here. I was actually a leader of it. So if you guys remember that, we built a huge trench around spawn, or like the first 500 blocks of it, and it was pretty effective. People just fall to their death the moment they joined, which is kind of funny. And I believe doing something like that would be good, and we could even reward players. Since I'm partnered with Kai, I think we should give Kai coin bonuses for every person you kill. So you kill a Spanish person, back to us. If we confirm it, then you can get free Kai coins. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good, right? Bye.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, he muted? Okay. That was very interesting. Okay, let's move on to X-Slot, because that was person of my fingers hovering above. Okay. X-Slot, you go.
Oh, my favorite topic here, because this is where I've had the most problems. Okay, so first off, starting up little groups to possibly PvP against them, try and chase them off, whittle down their gear, have people out stash hunting, looking for them, people possibly even track them down and sighting them, trying to find their bases, trying to chase them off, do anything to get rid of them, because they are a nuisance to most of us. It's nothing personally against them, it's what they do, it's how they act, it's what they do to stop us. We need to get rid of that, and we need to make it more peaceful. They are the reason the server's been going downhill a lot recently. I notice people get killed by them, they rage quit, they stop. They start a project, it gets destroyed by them instantly, they stop the project. They are the main issue at this current moment, and they're already geared, so making trenches, doing all kinds of other stuff isn't going to stop them, because they're geared. They can just go right past it. So we need to actually fight back. PvP, inside, hunt them
15
down.
seconds.
And I would like to see if Kold has anything.
Oh, okay. Let's see, bounce it to Cold Hearted. You have 20 seconds.
Pretty much everything Xlot said verbatim is what I was thinking. Just bully him off the server. I mean, Mexican people or the I don't know, Spanish people are the ones ruining the server. Honestly, they're annoying. They're literally all the same. They do all the same things. They all like the same. They just ruin projects. They ruin everything.
All right, thank you. What the heck? Let's go to Zindy. Zindy, what
Yes,
are you gonna
Graham.
do about the Mexican incursion?
Yeah, bro.
All right, so me and Zach stand the same way on this. We both think that the Spanish incursion is overhyped because there are few Spanish, and if we were to unite, if we were able to join together and create a greater force, we could handle them in an instant. These incompetent people are dwelling on an easy fix. We will fuck them up in no time. We will unite with our parties and our builds and our spawn projects. We will make CPE great again, and it will be hard, but it will at the same time be quick and easy. Thank you.
Man,
All right.
not gonna lie, I did not think he'd be that aggressive.
I'm not terribly surprised. Commie, did you talk on this or no?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
yeah, I
he
think
was
he talked. He was the first one.
All right, Rainbow Chaser. What are you going to do about the Mexican/Spanish speaking incursion?
Well, first of all, the incursion of Spanish and Mexican culture is a threat to our English speaking culture. So, first, we need to convince these people to use their own private other Discord servers instead of our main our main Minecraft chat. Secondly, we should not always just assume that every incursion brings less relevant and less powerful and stupid people, because among these people there are some gems, there are some warriors that could make CPE a more beautiful place. So definitely I would increase the difficulty of nether spawn, I would increase the difficulty of overworld spawn, but I would also try to give these people unenchanted gear and food so that we can identify which ones are able to use their resources more efficiently and are great at building. And then of course we can kill them all if we need to once we unite. That's what I would do.
Very interesting.
I would identify the gems.
Very interesting. I like that. I am not muted, am I? Oh no, okay, I'm not. Phew. Okay. Was that all the parties? Brendo?
Hello. Yes. Sorry. I self mute when he talks. No offense.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think we got everyone. So I'm gonna ask the next question here. Are you?
Have at it.
So you guys, this is a reminder. If you die in game, that is the same as your death as the president. So dying will end your presidency and give it to the vice president. So short of just not logging into the game, how will you ensure that you remain alive in your time in office? How will you ensure that you can? Yeah. How will you ensure that you can continue and finish your term? Commie, go ahead.
As you know, I had the 200 KDR with Sem. I'm basically the best PvPer on the server by a long shot. If you want to try to kill me, go ahead. I literally went to spawn and sat there for hours and just killed everyone there. There's no contest here. Zender's gonna die 100 times. Sack probably another 100 times. There's no contest here. I'm not gonna die. It's pretty simple. And if I do, Tofu's very competent. He can lead. It doesn't really matter. Tofu's really smart. And then I also have Kai if Tofu dies. So I just have a bunch of smart players on my side. That's all.
All right. So this is probably just going to be a leaders only question. Let's bounce down to Rainbow Chaser. Rainbow Chaser, how will you ensure that you stay alive through your full term?
Same gear, gaps, and totems. Apart from that, I have an excellent PvP client. Also, I would invite Thunder to the party because he is an absolute spawn killing machine. So with him by my side, I am unbeatable on this server.
Hmm. Very well, thank you. Let's go to Sack the Baggins. Sack the Baggins. Go.
Hello.
Hello. Ensure that you stay alive. How?
Super simple, right, guys? I mean, first of all, I'm living here with COVID, strep, and I'm still fucking killing this shit. You don't think I can survive a couple of block particles? Like, come on now, I ain't no bitch. I got them gapples and totems, auto totem. I'll fuck them bitches up. I'm a 2019. We're supplied. We're ready for war. We're going to kill those foreigners in a split second. You don't think we aren't competent enough to stay alive?
So,
man, he is this gangster.
Yeah, Big Papa Sack right here.
Oh, thanks, dude.
All right.
Oh, hey, for the record.
Throw in my voice, though. I'm like chugging down, what's that shit called? Cough syrup. No. Thank you.
All right, cool. Let's pass it to Xlot. Xlot, how are you going to ensure that you do not die?
Okay, so back in about, I don't know, June, July of 2021, I used to be one of the better Toolbox PvPers. I actually 1v5'd a couple of Badman users. And in all honesty, it's not really that hard. You just got to learn how to outplay them. One of the main factors is, once you immediately pop that totem, you want to turn on phase, you want to turn on no clip, you want to get out of there. You got to make sure you don't die, obviously. I have died several times in the past, but that's because I'm not actually trying to not care about dying. Like, I don't care about dying most of the time. When I'm actually not trying to die, it's not very hard. One thing that I do a lot is I blast my speed. I am probably one of the quickest travelers on the server. I could travel about 1,000 blocks every couple seconds. And it's mainly due to a hopped up toolbox. And with phase, you just phase right through everything, continuously gap, and you get out of there. You do not want to stay when you're about to die. Also, try to avoid the big parties of PvP. When you see like 4 or 5 people on an obby platform just sitting there crystalling each other, do not go near that. Do not go like near anyone that could be possible risk of you dying or them ambushing you. And try to keep someone with you at all times to be a distraction.
Cool. Thank you. Let's see. Do we get everyone on that one? I think we.
Honestly, wait 1 second. Let me just look over. We got Zen. Yeah. Oh yeah. So for all the leaders, yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right. Cool. I will ask the next question. What is your stance on the nether roof of CPE? And if you are elected, what would you push to enact in regards to it? Let's go with Commie's party.
Tofu.
You want Tofu?
Yeah, Tofu.
Okay. Tofu. Nether roof CPE.
Good idea. This is his ballpark.
Yeah, all right. So, since I haven't been terribly active too much, and I apologize for this, I am not 100%, aware of the situation that's on the nether roof at the moment. But if it's talking about preventing players from escaping, then of course I'm going to have to go with the issue of, obsidian. It is the best option. Controlling, destroying portals, making sure that nobody can get out.
The nether roof specifically.
Well, like I said, I can't speak too much because I need more experience on this. I have to apologize. This is my fault. I do admit that I need to get on and experience the roof more. So with that fault, I have to apologize.
All right.
He admits it.
Good bit of humility, which is not often exercised amongst politicians, even here in Anarchy.
Yeah. All right, let's have Zalot speak. Excellent.
Axolotl. Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry, you still have me muted there. But okay, so the nether roof. One thing about it is it makes it really easy to base hunt and stash hunt. It does need to be patched, but here's the thing, you can't patch it where people can just not go above it, because they could just phase. Possibly seeing if you can find a plugin to make it where they take damage faster and faster and faster when they're up there. Like it starts out as 1 heart, and then it just slowly increased more and more. They still might be able to travel quickly, but here's the thing, you got to make sure you continuously watch your hearts. And you're taking more damage while you're up there, so sooner or later it's just going to hit you. And you could just obviously hop down below and then go back up, but that's just going to be a nuisance after a long period of time. And when traveling, a lot of people AFK. Like I've seen tons of people AFK travel like that. Actually, how a lot of stashes and bases get found, just follow them like that. But possibly finding a plugin to allow them to take damage, not instantly kill them or anything like that, because that's just kind of like a dumb thing, or just something to restrict it a lot. Maybe even possibly make it where you can't go past a certain limit, like a world border possibly, if that's even a such thing, or like Bedrock, because plugins are kind of difficult to find on Bedrock. But it's not the main situation that's going on, in all honesty. Yeah, it prevents people from traveling a lot. And easily runnable. Like you could run easily and get away from a fight. But it's not the worst topic to talk about. Like it's not hurting the people, but it is at the same time a little annoying.
Cool. All right, thank you. Let's go to Zindy/Sack. Go ahead.
All right. So, wait, am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, so the nether roof is a fundamental access for most geared players, and removing it will affect the ability to travel to bases, which is why we as a community need to come together and make and extend the nether highways in preparation with the idea that Genji will patch the roof. And that is Sack's 2 cents, and that is just what we're going to stay with. So what we need to do is come together as a community to build more things, like what are they called? Fucking highways. We need to build highways in all directions so that if the nether roof was to be patched, that we would have another way to travel. Thank you.
Interesting.
Cool.
Good idea.
Let's go to Rainbow Chaser.
Yeah.
Rainbow Chaser, how do you feel about the nether roof?
Well, the nether roof is definitely a fundamental vanilla aspect of Minecraft, and we strongly believe that it should remain vanilla. There should be no plugins that prevent placing of blocks on the nether roof. We believe that this should be an anarchy environment. That way players would be able to build their own obstacles and builds on the nether roof, and that way AFK travel would become really, really hard. And that way I think we can protect our stashes and bases better, because then AFK travel would become literally not an option, and very few people would be able to do that. I mean, we are Team Anarchy, so if nether roof becomes vanilla, then I believe CPE could become a better place, because we would be able to build on the roof as well.
Very interesting.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure that was exactly answering the question, but thank you for your opinions. So do we have anyone else on this question?
1 second, we'll take a look through. No.
No, we did or did not get everyone?
No, we got everyone. It looks like
we got everyone. All right. Before Desk gives us our next questions, I will reveal that question came from Janjeet himself. So he was trying to gauge opinions. Thank you for your input, everyone. Desk, you got the next question?
Okay. This is just a pretty easy question. What are your thoughts on the current state of the CPE player base?
Kind of doubles another question we had earlier, but okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like how they want to improve the quality of player.
Yeah, that is a good point. Okay, wait 1 second. Give me 10 seconds. No. All right. Okay.
Oh, we have 2 on our list about CPE plus. It's the same
Yeah.
question. Okay.
Shoot, I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay. So this is actually input by the anarchist. So Rainbow Chaser and Dio, this is your question. What are your opinions on the difficulty of escaping CPE spawn region? Are you planning any movement to make it easier or harder for new players? So this is actually a really good chance to show plans for future spawn events.
Well, I believe if we actively try to change the difficulty of spawn, it would definitely means that we are trying to control spawn and is against anarchy. But I still do believe that the CPE spawn currently is the perfect condition, perfect difficulty to ensure only those with the right will can leave. Therefore, I would build spawn events right outside the main spawn. That way people have more incentive to leave spawn, and then I would create lava walls and trenches, so that way only those who really want to join the community can pass, but I would not
Interesting.
affect the core spawn.
All right, that sounds good.
Cool. Bounce it to. Let's go to Commie's party.
I'm just cleaning out my notes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Way
you go
too
on, go on.
easy. Way too easy to leave spawn, and that like results in really bad players coming through. I think my idea to place a bounty on new players and Mexicans included. So if you place a bounty on them, that would give an actual incentive for people to kill them. If you act like people just go killing them like without any reward or anything, that just isn't effective. I believe people need a reward. So I believe offering players Kai coins for killing new players is a very good idea, and I think that Kai also agrees on this. He's not here right now, but I think that this would be it'd be a really cool thing for like people, all the players to come to spawn, just kill people, and try to earn as much Kai coins as they can for the auction. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. And griefing spawn also, I'm the guy who griefed spawn in the first place. Like you can trust me to like get some stuff done. I led the first Spanish incursion. We created a trench to bedrock to kill players instantly. Like I did a lot here, and I can definitely make sure that it's hard life for new players to join the community.
Cool. Pass it over to Zindi and Sack party.
Before you just,
That was strong.
I am unmuted currently.
Yeah. Okay.
Same.
Thank you for telling us.
Okay. Well, the thing is, if someone starts just blabbering when they shouldn't be, then I'll mute. But I relax a little on it.
Actually, I wanted to ask a question to you, Brendo, and to Des.
Des.
Yeah.
If we have a question that
Brendo?
someone like back there when Commie was speaking, I wanted to ask what happens if there's players that don't like Kai coins and don't support Kai, or even Delirium, and they don't want to use it and they want to kind of drift away from that. What about if we have questions like that? Do we get to ask those at the end?
I mean, you can actually now. So for things like that, I guess ask if that's something we should deliberate on. That is a good question to ask. Commie,
I
bounce
had a
that back to you.
similar question on what you would pay people, like bribe or pay people with to kill new players. So that was
if you're not gonna use Kai coins, you gotta use something. You could just use kits in that case. If you don't like Kai coin, like you can convert Kai coins to kits. You can just buy kits for Kai coin. If you don't like Kai coin, you don't need to hold on to it or anything. That's not the whole point of it. There's an auction coming up. Just buy stuff there. I don't get what you're trying to say, Excellent.
Also, you get the fact that I'm banned from Kai coin. I have the access to not being able to use it, which would put me
Well,
at
you're banned from CPE Discord. Like, who cares? Like, that's on you. It's not on anyone else.
I thought I
May
was
I
supposed
bring
to
up
be
the fact-
answering my question, bro.
May I bring up the fact that was kind of rude of how you said that, Commie, in a big way, and I would like to everyone here to note that it was quite rude how he said that.
Well, rude or not, the fact
surprised that
remains.
everyone has not been more rude in my
Well, you're
opinion.
saying something that only applies to you. It doesn't apply to everyone here. Not everyone is banned
It
from
could
Kai's
apply.
server.
I think this has gone
It could
off
apply to
track.
several
I was
other
supposed to
people.
answer my question.
Let's move on.
ago.
Let's move on. Excellent. Just
Move on.
whining.
All right. Zindi, how do you plan on control? Wait, let's see. Try this again. Yeah, what are your opinions on the difficulty of escaping spawn? Do you have any plans to make it easier or harder for new players?
Okay, so me and Zach are on the same page on this. We think that the difficulty on escaping spawn is way, way too easy. Because there's 1, not enough spawn killers, 2, too much ocean, and 3, the nether spawn is too small. We need to drastically extend both overworld and netherworld spawn. And if we were to make spawn projects, which we definitely plan on, they will also make it deadlier, as we will have spawn killers patrolling spawn again. Thank you.
Okay. Did we skip a party? I feel like we got all 4 this time.
Let me
you
take a
didn't
scan.
You didn't get me, like this party. Mine.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
So one thing that we could do, but this has to be like nuker patched, Instamine patched. I want to make an obby roof. So players spawn on the obby roof. If they get off the obby roof, they have to fall to their death or get off on a lava cast. I want to make lava casts in the nether because I'm one of the few people that have access to tiled ice, which allows you to place water in the nether. and I can make several lava casts in another and create walls with them to stop players from escaping. Also plan on making a wall made out of complete obsidian, about 3 blocks thick, all the way around another spawn, to prevent players from being able to just go right on past. Then precautions like that will stop players from easily escaping and even getting gear possibly on the highways, because there's a lot of that going on. Like, you go down the highway, there's like a kit there and they get geared, and then they find more stuff. So putting in precautions like that would stop newer players from being able to escape as easily. Also building a ditch all the way around Swamp by like 1,000 by 1,000 in every direction, a ditch, or even possibly another wall in the overworld.
Cool. That was a minute. Thank you.
Yeah, that's perfect.
All right. So this is a substitute question. So as you guys are aware, we have seen less and less of Ba lately. So it won't be terribly long before we lose our historian, before there is no one left to keep track of the archives or any of the historical information. So as president, how would you preserve the history of our server? Let's start with Commie.
Yeah.
Right, so Ba is kind of leaving now. I've heard of that, but his Discord is still there. We have everything preserved there. If you need us to like keep it, we can get a better like a trustworthy person from the community and just have them like continue to do what Ba has been doing. If he wants to give up the server, or just copy all the content from there and make a new server if he doesn't. Other than that, like if you need some like more history on the server, I have like lots of videos from like the past of the server that if people want, I can like share publicly now. And yeah, just that's kind of it. That's all I have to really say about that.
Cool. Pass it to, let's go to Rainbow Chaser.
Yeah, Rainbow Chaser.
Rainbow Chaser.
Hello?
Hello.
Yep, we can hear you.
History
Right,
of the
I'm sorry.
server. Go.
All right. So first of all, I'd like to point out that Ba is doing an excellent, just perfect job of preserving our history. So definitely, I would continue to this tradition, but also I would increase my loyalty to the server. I would increase the trust the players have in my server so that they can pass on their stories to me more freely than current scenario. Secondly, I would love to visit bases and stashes and make things more transparent. That way, we can really know whether the player count is just low, or is there an event people are waiting for. So that way, I think that to reiterate, I would say that Ba is doing an excellent, perfect job. If I was supposed to be managing that, I would first of all continue what he's doing. We have Discord. Secondly, I would increase my trustworthiness, my parties and my associates' trustworthiness.
10
That
seconds.
way, things will become more transparent.
Cool. I'm going to pass this question up to Zach. Zach is going to speak on this one.
Hey guys, so I don't know if anyone knows this, but you guys are talking about how you want to preserve the history. Well, it's very simple solution. Don't talk about how to do it, in which case I already am. Me and Bacchus, he moved over 200 entries the other day onto the new CPE archive called CPE Archive Players. Over 200 entries of different players. So many copy and paste. I was actually going to help them, but unfortunately I had to go to the ER. Well, that's besides the point. I'm an admin there now. I'm giving out perms. I'm helping them run it. When Ba does step down, I totally understand how the server's going about. I've seen him set it up, and I have given out perms to people in the correct channels as well as helped him. You know, people can talk about how they want to preserve history, or you can do it. And I think the choice is clear and the actions are there. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Very progressive. Yes.
Very well thought out. I want to point out that Bio wants permissions of his channel. He's
Oh,
asking for it right
can
now.
you ask him what channel it is? There's a couple of bios.
Bio, just DM sec. Biopic
Thanks.
layer. Yeah. Okay. Xlight, your
Let's
turn.
have excellent. Yep.
All right. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I was kind of thinking to copy everything over from that Discord server and the other Discord server and copying and pasting it into a Google Doc, possibly even doing it into Google Forms, even making a website for it. Yes, people would have to submit it to the person that is the owner of the website to actually put it in there, but that would allow us to have like unlimited amount of space for different profiles, different people, different aspects, essentially making it official archive of a website, docs. Even on YouTube, you can make videos going into depth on everybody, explaining their history and stuff like that. That might take a little bit longer, but I honestly feel strongly about the website aspect of part of it, because that would only require one link and you just go through there, find out who you want to look like. Hey, look, right there, bio. Click on bio, takes you to a whole different area, shows you everything about them. I'm actually currently in a class for school on computer like website design. So I would be able to possibly even do the website myself and run the website, and I could give other people moderation to it and they could help out.
Interesting. Very interesting. Honestly.
Yes, I like that answer too. Do we give
That's a
Facts and Logic time to speak on it or no? I
I
think we did.
No, I don't remember having Commie or Tofu
Yeah.
speak on it.
Yeah. Commie or Tofu?
Do you mind if I make a point?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Well, I was typing this in chat earlier. Having a wiki, similarly to the Bedrock Anarchy wiki, allows multiple people to contribute their own content, meaning that, everybody gets the chance to submit what they've done. Having a few moderators to control it, to get rid of troll posts, it means that we don't have to have an over-reliance of people asking editors, to write write everything down. People can just submit and leave it at that, and then just have someone moderate, having a select few people to moderate the content that's being posted on.
I would like to point out that my previous speaker wanted to make a website. First of all, we already have Reddit. Secondly, he is in the website school while I am already managing a website. I'm sorry for speaking without given the permission. Sorry.
At least he apologized.
Yeah. Well, sorry, I kind of lost it. Reddit. All right, next question. Okay. Yep. Here's a question. If you were to win the election, what would you do as CPE president to make any changes or additions for implementation regarding the Discord server for CPE? It was worded a bit weirdly. CPE Discord server changes or implementations you would like to talk to Jinji about yourself. Go, Commie.
Yes, sir.
How
Yeah.
to get people to do things? Well, you can't get people to do things by telling them to do stuff. Like, if I told you to, like, build a spawn project, you know how that's gonna go out. Like, all the spawn projects have failed recently. Like, it's not gonna happen. If you give people incentive, like, there's an auction coming up, want some Kai coins, and I've kept saying this over and over. Using Kai coins, because I partnered up with Kai, using Kai coins to get stuff done is a great idea. If you have bounties on players for like an incursion or something, that's a good idea. If you have players that build bases, like and sell them, like a market, an online market, that'd be a great idea to promote player activity, which is what I think I'd do if I was president. I'd promote player activity, which is the main thing here. CP's been feeling kind of dead recently. I'll be honest. Which is why maybe I haven't
You
been active. I have
answering
some
the
good
question?
plans.
This is changes regarding the Discord server side of things specifically.
I do have a point.
I'd make I'd make a marketplace. That's what I mentioned. A CP marketplace in the server and make iCoin the official currency of the server. That's what I think I should do for Discord. Also, I'd remove like the spam like check for like cap locks. I think that's really dumb. But that's it.
Tofu, 15 seconds if you can.
All right. Well, I think the server is fine in its current state. Obviously, embed perms. I'd like to see them back. I don't know why they get auto deleted, but I think in the current state, the server is perfectly fine. The Discord server doesn't really need much changes. It's fine as it is. It's an extension of the server to to communicate and discuss what's going on.
Cool. All
Let's
right,
have
we're gonna
Sat go. Let's have Sat go.
Sack or Zindy.
Yeah. I think Sack would definitely would. I think we should have Sack do it because I think I know what he's gonna say.
Okay,
I'll
Sack.
try. I keep fucking terrorizing my voice. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I need to clear it.
Oh, sorry, Sack. If you don't want to go, then it's totally fine.
No, dude. I'm in this shit to win. I ain't like these other bitches. I'm here to win it. You know, committed
All right.
24/7. So a change that I think would be nice for the CPE server itself, I think we ought to pardon like first-time offenders that have been banned. Such offenders like where it's a gray area where Krim said one thing, Xthought said another. I mean, Xthought doxed and Krim did his own thing, but like first-time offenders, I think if they still play the server and they're loyal, they should get a second chance. I think people like that ought to be pardoned, allowed back in, see how things play out. Other than that, I have to give my props to Brendo. I mean, he's done such good shit. I can't even speak on behalf on what to do with the server because he's just so qualified about it. He added upper crust. He allowed it so you can give donations to the server to talk in this elite channel, in which case got many boosts for the server, got the profile picture, you know, all this good stuff. I can't really talk much on that behalf because Brendo's doing an excellent job. But I do think we ought to pardon first-time offenders if they are loyal to the community and give them a second chance. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Sweet.
Let's see. X slot. Other than being unbanned yourself, go ahead. 1 minute on CP Discord changes.
Discord changes. Honestly, I think the Discord server is pretty appropriate now. You get muted and anything like that. Honestly, not really. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know nothing about the server nowadays because I've been banned for the last 4 to 5 months. I don't know nothing about the Discord server. If anything, Kold would have this one, so I would like to actually pass it over.
That is an appropriate reason to defer question. Kold, your turn.
Yeah.
All right. I believe the server is all right in its current state, especially since you, Brendo, have done so many great things for the server, adding roles back, giving people roles, adding new servers. Pretty much what Sack touched on. Maybe also getting rid of the cap locks thing. That is pretty annoying. Embeds things also pretty annoying as well. But that's really, I think the server is fine in its current state.
Let's see, Commie, we got Rainbow Chaser. Rainbow Chaser, your thoughts on the Discord server? Go.
Well, the current CPE Discord server is good. It's really great, but it's not perfect. When I hop on the server, I want to know the live game chat instantly, but it's not possible a lot of the time. So definitely I would allocate more power to the bot and invest my time into understanding how it works so that people could easily know the bot lag would not be there. Secondly, I want to make the back end of the back management of the server more efficient so Ginjit can work faster. So for that, I would start a ticket system because we have many people who want to add a question mark rain or question mark thunderbolt. So for that, we currently need to DM Genjit. He needs to take his time. He needs to check everything. But with a ticketing system, he can just read and click confirm, and that's all. So that way, I would make the current Discord server more efficient, and I would make it. Make it more powerful in the back end.
You know, the back end. Thank you. I will go ahead and speak for Jinji on this very topic about the chat relay system. He's tried about everything there is to try, bashed his head against the wall a few times, reprogrammed another bot, disabled this plugin and this and that, got the Russians to stop with their relay bot that they were using, and it's still very much a work in progress. So do be patient and keep giving us a little bit more time to
Yeah,
fix
it
this
has
issue.
been giving Genji a bunch of headaches. So
It is the current headache. So
yeah,
but I do appreciate your concern. Nobody else was talking about that. So
Actually, I do want to say one thing real quick.
Okay.
I don't
20
know if
seconds.
this would be something possible, but with the CPE Plus Discord server and the CPE Discord server, I'm not a big fan of how you can't see the other chat. Like if I talk in the CPE Plus Discord server, they can't see me in the CPE Discord server, and the CPE Discord server can't see the CPE Plus Discord server chat. So if you could find a way to combine them two for CPE Plus, obviously, but if you could find a way to combine that together where you could actually see both server side messages, would be a great idea. Also, you might want to mute me.
Okay.
He's
Easy mute.
volunteering to get muted.
Easy
Okay.
mute.
Yeah, bro.
Very good, everyone. Let's see. Do we have any more questions?
I mean,
Oh wait, I have a question.
we have
I have
like
a question.
Yeah,
I have a
go.
question.
Yep.
All right, guys. Where were you on the 9/10 attacks on Infinity Park in 2020? Where were you? Let's go with Commie.
Yep.
Where was I when Affinity Park was griefed?
Yes.
Yeah, that was after I actually quit, so I can't take responsibility for that. I'll be honest. So, but I don't know much about it because I just wasn't there, to be honest. But I do know that it was a pretty nice base and it was pretty large too. I don't know. I feel bad for Brendo because of that grief, but it was a while ago. I think we should kind of move on by now.
Oh no, it was just it was like, you know how people just don't stop talking about 9/11. This is basically what that is. It's like,
Okay. I don't really care that much, to be honest. I'll be
right.
honest.
And I didn't even care then. I was like, you know what, this happens, and I didn't understand the outrage some of the other players had towards it. I was just like, did you guys really think that this? Okay, whatever.
Yeah, they
Anyway,
bullied me for Umbra for like months after it happened. I like, why don't people just grow up already? To be honest.
all right, let's give it to Rainbow Chaser.
I'll be absolutely honest. I was writing my medical school examination paper and I was preparing for it and getting my life together. So my ability to log on server was very limited. Therefore, I could not do much, to be honest.
He actually remembers what he did on the day. This man is a total Chad.
Back in 2020, that's what you were doing in September of 2020.
Well, yes, and then COVID showed up and everything got delayed, and the government decided that. I mean, it's pretty hard. I can't even explain.
That's fair.
All right.
That's fair.
Actually, this is more of a, this is a Sack question.
Yeah.
Sack, we hate to abuse you like this.
No problem. I got plenty of cough syrup. I'll go quick and then I'll let Zender go real quick. Unfortunately, I wish I was there to stop them or help, but I was fighting on a different front. I was still just me and a couple of wholesale guys. We were going after the last remainders of the TSC guys, and we've managed to get the last griefs in, and we cut them up pretty good. But unfortunately, I wasn't there to stop or do anything. But I did show up, and I helped Bacchus build, and he showed me one of his IP stashes so I could help build. And me and Ned were building there after the events happened, unfortunately. But we were there building after it, trying to make it look nice again.
Show him adding this to his resume of server events that he neglected to mention earlier. But that's okay, because sometimes you've done too much to speak about at once. Zender, your turn.
Okay, what I was doing on the 10th of September 2020 was the day after I came back from being banned from CPE, and I was fighting for my unban with all my heart. So I did not have time to focus on whatever the hell else was happening on the server because I had a mission to do, and I accomplished that mission. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. I don't believe we have any more. Maybe we have one more question.
Oh shit!
Cool. I think that's all the questions. Dest, did I miss one?
Okay, so I think there's like the I mean, besides the what are your thoughts on CPE Plus?
Well, we already got that.
but like I mean, it's the what policies are you going to enact on CPE Plus?
That kind of encompassed that when I asked about it.
Yeah, okay, that's just what I was saying. Okay, and then look in DMs. I think we should have Ginjit speak and
All right,
wrap it all up.
So he is going to speak. He actually requested to speak a little bit ago. I am going to open up the floor to try to dismantle some of the claims other parties make, and then you'll each get. So each party president or each party will get 2 minutes to attack the other parties, and then each party will get 1 minute to defend themselves. All right, so Commie and Tofu go.
Alright, Doc, you were there and you still failed. How does that feel? Also, if I was there, to be honest, it wouldn't happen. It would never. Infinity Park would never get griefed. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And also, they have this plan to build this Capitol building, which is not gonna do anything. It's another failed project. Like, they have no like actual incentive for players to do any of this. They're just saying this just because they want to inspire some players to build a building that won't even be built. It's just so dumb and stupid. Next, Tofu, you can start attacking people if you want.
I was going to say the extension of spawn is a catch-22 because again, increasing the spawn radius whenever it becomes too difficult to actually escape. So it kind of ties into the point of actually going out and attacking people rather than completely annihilating it and making it completely impenetrable. Especially with for Gold, and when you talk about the obsidian roof at the top, also with Instamine, that's a problem. But fly hacks make it so simple. Any player can install hacks. There is no skill to it, so it's kind of like it's difficult trying to extend spawn, and then relapses it and extends it. It should be more targeting individuals rather than just blowing it up, because it's the same shit that's been done constantly, and it keeps getting expanded and expanded, and it doesn't really do much.
Interesting.
All right. Cool. Okay? So I guess each party will have 2 minutes to attack and defend in the same time. You guys will get a minute to rebuttal from everyone else. All right. Let's hear it from Rainbow Chaser. Do you have any insults or qualms with any of the claims the other parties made?
Controversy.
Yeah. Do you wish to debate?
To be honest,
any
I'm very
claims?
fortunate that I have played really well with the server, but I would like to point out that my previous speakers wanted to integrate CPE kit shops and Kai coins, associate Kai coins with incentives for people. I would like to ask these people that why are you trying to make CPE an SMP server? We have a perfectly capable and running anarchy server. Why do you want to make an SMP where people are being spoon-fed everything they need to work for? Secondly, we need to come together as a community. Everyone is trying to fight each other. We need more spawn projects. We need more community builds. Why is no one talking about that? Why are people trying to fix their own agendas instead of doing something for the community? I'm really sorry, I worded that really badly. I'm sick, sorry.
Oh, okay. We got multiple sick people. Dang it, Sack. This is all your fault. Sack and Zender. Actually, no, sorry. Yeah, Sack and Zender. Go ahead. Take 2 minutes to start swinging at probably Commie and Tofu, but maybe the other parties if you want. Go ahead.
I gotta say, Kami is like complete brain dead. He said I was there and I failed at defending. How big of an idiot are you? I have multiple people that can back up my claim, which was me and the wholesale boys finishing the last of the TSC guys. We were too busy tucking up the Russian allies to save IP. We were not there, and I don't know what you were going on about. But outrageous claim can easily be disproven by multiple other people.
Do you have more to that or no?
Oh, Zender, you want to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Commie keeps going back on the capital thing, saying that it's going to be a complete waste of time. It's going to fall through. But if you look at back at a bunch of bases in CP's history, it's obvious that if you have a large base, it can bring people together, create a group, and just make people want to play on the server more. It can bring the community together. And also, you were insanely inactive and you only came back to the server for this election. So I don't know why you really think you even have the right to speak on this topic at all. And that's all I'm going to say before I get too fiery.
Are you sure? You have another
Wait,
30
no,
seconds or so.
I remember. I have something else. So basically, every single claim that Commie makes is so fucking it's so non-transparent. Even all of the shit for his what's it called? His fucking motto and shit, which is I think cut the strings or something. What the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does cut the strings even mean, bro? That's literally his entire fucking defense for his fucking party. So I'm fucking tired as hell. I'm done.
Props to Zender. But it's true. Just look activity and look at the liars. Everything's clear as day.
15 seconds.
You don't even have to, listen to any of this debate. Just look at all of our actions, past actions, and what we continue to do. That'll show you
Yeah,
who
these are
votes.
dedicated.
Cool. All right, let's hear from X-Slot and the
Hey,
sorry,
Cold-Hearted.
Cold-Hearted.
All right, so I wanted to say, with the spawn thing, Genji will continue expanding spawn, and if you realize, a big part of what I was speaking about was him trying to patch Insta-Mine and Nuker. A big PowerPoint of mine was him patching that, because that gets patched. It's going to benefit everyone. You can't say it's not. It's going to benefit every single one of us in some way or another. From bases getting griefed to stashes getting griefed, it's going to help us. And honestly, hating on you guys, I don't really hate on any of you guys. You're all pretty chill. Most of you made some good points. But Commie, you need to quit pushing the Kai coin situation so much. Kai coin, yeah, it's there, but here's the thing. What's going to happen after Kai leaves the server? Everyone's going to have all that Kai coin. They won't be able to spend it. There's going to be no auctions. It's just going to go away. It's going to die. It's not going to be around no more. And then people spend all their kits. They sell to it. They got all that stuff. They can't even use the fucking shit. It's useless at that point. After Kai leaves, after Charge leaves, the server's going to go downhill. You might find other people, but it's not going to be the same with them. And the capital, if it's going to be a public build, the capital, it's going to get griefed. That's the situation. It's going to get griefed. You're going to actually have to find people that are trustworthy to be at a base. And then, therefore, it's not really even a public project. Because a public project allows the entire community to go. So it's going to be at a big risk of getting griefed. I would like to let Cold say more his points.
Yeah, let's hear Cold. He hasn't spoken in forever.
Yeah, it has been a little bit. And
Right,
yeah, really what Excellent said, all that stuff with Geico and whatnot. But I think that the point that Rainbow Chaser made a little bit ago about giving new players non-OP gear, just regular diamond stuff, I found that a little bit redundant in the whole point of Anarchy, giving people free stuff. I think that they should probably go get it normally, because especially since all that stuff is easily obtainable. And that's really round about it. I thought everyone's argument was great points made. Everything was really pretty much valid from what I thought.
Oh, probably a lot of good takeaways, even if there's something you didn't campaign on or think about, someone else said something better. I mean, it's obviously anarchy, so there's no way to tell you can't take something from someone else, you know?
If I'm being hold on. If I'm being quite honest, hold on. If I'm being quite honest, I think the best system that we could implement for any kind of situation with Kai coin would be you actually have to do hard work where you spend time on the server to get any kind of Kai coin, to get any kind of kits. That's why slavery, I know this is a controversial topic, but that was our thing. One of our PowerPoints, work for kit. You do work, you mine e-chests, get obby. We got tons and tons of e-chests that need to be mined. You do that, we could help you out a little bit. It's a win-win point. Which it could be considered slavery in a lot of ways, but at the same time, it is a good situation going on.
Okay.
But what? I don't understand.
Commie can rebuttal for the next minute.
I want to rebuttal on what Xlot said. You said when Kai leaves the server, that's going to be a problem, but my term is 2 months. If you want me to make a new policy by the time Kai leaves later, I can. Like, this election's not gonna it's gonna have another election after this in 2 months. Like, I don't know what your point is here. Yeah, I think you're just salty because Kai banned you. I'm pretty sure. I don't see any other reason why you're just starting to bash Kai Coin out of nowhere. Like, there's no reason to. And if you're saying that Kai Coin is bad because you'll eventually leave, then what is your solution to make players do anything? What's your solution to get players active? You never even mentioned activity. At least Sack mentioned activity and to create this capital building, but you haven't mentioned anything about activity.
I would
Right.
actually I did mention activity, and it was called spawn projects such as the wall, such as the obby route.
Okay,
And
yeah, sure.
Just to
yeah, I did. You were actually
Well,
paying attention.
Gingy will expand spawn after that.
But
Like,
here's
there's
the
no
thing.
if
I
it
have no
becomes
issue
hard
with
to
Kai.
escape.
If I'm being honest, I have no issue with Kai. Kai's really chill. He's a good guy. But here's the thing. Having an implemented system of Kai Coin, a currency, it's making it more and more and more into more how do I say, like the government, real government. It's making it less anarchy. It's making it like the banking system. You could just go there, you could just mine a bunch of dirt, sell it for fucking 5 Kai Coin, do that over and over again. And guess what? Oh, look, you got 100 Kai Coin. You could go buy yourself a kit all because of you mine dirt. It's not the
No, it's a
best system
bounty
in the world.
system made by players, not by the government. That's not what I
Actually,
said.
can
I
I-
never said it'd be the government-made
And
thing.
may I say, Kai holds the entire economy. He could just delete the server if he wants to delete it. He just goes to one of
That
the
that
there's the
sounds really
entire
dumb. I don't understand what you're trying to say here. You can delete the server
Hold on,
if he wants
hold on,
to.
Tom, quiet down. The entire economy of Kai Coin is Kai
15
himself.
seconds, and I'm gonna let Tofu talk.
It's fault. All right,
Right.
you could go.
Right. Well, I just want to say, shift the blame off Commie for the cut the string thing. That was just something for the propaganda. It was part of one of the propaganda points is it was just that a bit of propaganda. It was a joke. So shift the blame off Commie for that and put that onto me. That wasn't entirely serious, and I apologize for that. Also with Kai Coin, I do understand that putting the means into someone else's hand on a separate server can be detrimental, and therefore that's why the implementation of actually giving people kits, not exclusively using KaiCoin, because that's a tool to assist, but it's never something that we were going to completely rely on. That would be completely detrimental. So it would be more including kits as well and all that kind of thing. And validation. Sometimes people just need saying you've done a good job, well done. That is a lot of validation, and I think anyone could benefit from that. So it's not just KaiCoin exclusively, but it's a multiple conjunction of things. Use these tools together to definitely give an incentive, because an incentive is needed. Otherwise, people would just not come together.
Okay,
Cool.
real quick for the record, is Exlot, Kai does not hold the entire server in his hands. This server is not as reliant on KaiCoin as you might think. It isn't.
You can entirely ignore the economy. I've done so pretty much since the very beginning of my time playing here. And it wasn't until Diora just won the block game event that I got any Kai coins and even cared about Kai coins. So I don't know.
I have one KaiCoin.
Yeah, well, yeah. Cold-hearted mentioned, quote, I think the point Xlot was trying to make was the fact that Kai can give anyone however much coin they want, so he can deflate and inflate the economy whenever he wants.
That's the point I was trying to make.
The problem is that he can already do that if he wants to. So he hasn't done that so far. Kai's a trustworthy person. He's not like some evil person.
He is a trustworthy person, but still, that could relieve to it being an irrational. Ugh. Sorry, I'm eating. Okay, Kai is trustworthy, but at the same time, that could lead into some issues later on. Like if Kai, not saying he would ever do this, but if Kai ever had a moment where he was just like, you don't fuck this server, I'm completely done with it, he could just completely destroy it. And it's not.
You just said that not everyone uses Kai.
I'm not saying he would do that, but I'm just saying it leaves it to be an unreliable source in certain ways. It has its weak points,
Well,
yes.
I don't feel that's valid. Yeah, I don't think that's valid. Rainbow, if you want to speak, I'll let you speak.
Well, how is saying that Kai holds the Kai coin economy is bad for the server any different from saying that Ginjit is bad from the server because he's the only owner we know about?
Can you please repeat that? I cannot understand you, if I'm being honest. I'm not trying to be mean, but I actually can't understand you. Can you slow it down a little bit?
please.
Right. Axelot said that Kai is bad for the server because all of the economy is only in the hands of one person. Well, I'm asking, how is that any different from questioning Genji's ability to lead us because he is the one owner we know about?
I'm still trying to figure out. I don't know how that would even go hand in hand comparing Genji and Kai, considering
No. My point is, Ginji tomorrow can decide to implement a plugin that would break, let's say, break something very fundamental to Minecraft and decide, I'm done with this server, I'm making life difficult. So how is that any different from saying that Kai will make life difficult for everyone by deflating or inflating the economy? Someone needs to keep hand on the wheel.
You just changed your point. You went from talking about how I mentioned Kai has the economy. I'm not speaking when I say this. When I say Kai has the economy, I mean Kai has the entire Kai coin community. Like, he could just change it whenever he wants. Like Kold said, if you look,
That's part of the risk of going into KaiCoin is that you accept that he controls it. If you want to get paid in kits, we can pay you in kits. I've already said this like a while ago, a few questions ago.
Let's
That's all I have to say.
We have a minute left on this kind of
this is the more than if I'm being honest. This is just kind of funny, but is what I was trying to relate to is what Kold said. Kold reworded it to be perfect. If you look in general, Kold said it perfectly. But also, why did you change your point twice, Sarah? That was kind of confusing.
No, but if the KaiCoin thing is a run-up of the CP main server, why does it matter at all? I mean, let's be honest here. It wouldn't. I don't see how they're complete. I don't see how the points are the same. If the CP.
We need to move on from KaiCoin. We need to move on from KaiCoin.
Okay, yeah, Zendi, give a rebuttal.
Okay, so this is practically ancient history now because the whole whatever the fuck that conversation was going on for 5 minutes.
Sorry.
So, somebody said that that the Capitol would be like ruined because it was a public project. We're still figuring out that, but it's not. It's definitely not going to be completely public because then it would obviously get griefed and we'd all get killed. But what I plan on doing, me and Sack, is that we will find trusted people. We'll find trusted people to help build it. We'll build it, and then possibly this is still being figured out, but we could possibly like pass it on to the next people who are president. And then they could use that as their fucking base. I'm probably not making any sense right now because I'm insanely sleep deprived because this has gone on for 2 hours. But thank you.
I gotta be honest here. Out of all the candidates, I know this might bash me a little bit, but the rest of them are kind of shit. But Sack and Zender honestly pull up a lot of good points. If I'm being quite truthful, I feel like everyone here could completely agree on that. Like, they probably got their best chance of winning. Like, I'm even admitting this myself. They pull up a lot of really good points.
Cool. Does anybody have anything else to say at all?
Wow.
Okay. Without any further ado, do what?
I want to say one thing.
Okay.
About Zender and Sack. Like, sure, they have good ideas, but the thing is, I do not believe that Zender's going to last long without dying. Because it's 2 months without dying, and I just don't believe he can do it, to be honest. From the past, like, I've known him for a while, and he's not good at Minecraft at all. Just saying.
Wait, who are you again? Like,
My name is Commie Comrade.
Well,
nice.
Who?
Yeah, Joe. It was Joe.
The guy who got New Umbra, or not New Umbra, the guy who got Umbra nuked.
Yeah, I did. Are you still crying about that?
I mean, okay.
No. I'm actually kind of laughing about it. That just seems to be what you're most known for. So I'm just telling them who you are.
I'm not known for that. I've been in like every single Bedrock Anarchy server. I'm known for different things on different places.
Okay, cool. We're gonna give Jinjeet the rest of the time, and then he's going to effectively close us out. He wanted to speak on some logistics and server mechanics and such. So Jinjeet, the floor is yours.